America and China are fighting over a $12.5 billion project in Africa. And this isn't a mine. It's not oil. It's not even one of those critical minerals that everybody suddenly wants. It's an airport, yes. Ethiopia is building what is expected to become Africa's largest airport, capable of handling around 110 million passengers every year. My people, at full completion, this airport would surpass Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta Airport in the United States to become the largest in the world by passenger volume. And so suddenly, some of the biggest companies in the world want a piece. Chinese construction giants are dominating parts of the contractor shortlist. Meanwhile, Washington is actively trying to position American companies to participate in the project. And so, why are two of the world's biggest powers paying this much attention to one airport in Ethiopia? Because this isn't really just about an airport. It's about who gets to help build and potentially profit from one of Africa's most important transportation hubs for decades to come. But there's another side of this story that I find even more interesting. Maybe Ethiopia doesn't have to choose between America and China at all. Maybe Ethiopia can make them compete and come out as the biggest winner. And this thing is just massive. The total investment is expected to reach around $12.5 billion. The airport is being designed with 4 runways, parking for hundreds of aircraft, and an initial capacity of around 60 million passengers per year when the first phase opens, which is currently targeted for around 2030. But that's only phase 1, because once fully developed, Bishoftu is expected to handle around 110 million passengers every year. Now, naturally, you might be sitting there thinking, Ethiopia, a country with roughly 130 million people and a GDP per capita of around $1,000, is building one of the largest airports on Earth? Why? And that is actually where this story gets interesting, because Ethiopia isn't building this airport just for Ethiopians, you see. It wants to build it for Africa and for the millions of people traveling through Africa. And to understand why Ethiopia believes that it can pull that off, you have to understand the company behind this entire project, Ethiopian Airlines. Because, my people, this isn't a case of a government building a giant airport and simply hoping that somebody eventually comes and uses it, right? Ethiopia already has the airline to fill it. And that airline has quietly become one of the biggest success stories on the African continent.